Ribadu, Amosun, Aisha's brother. Others lose out as APC appeal panel submits report. APC appeal panel has finally submitted its report on petitions by the aspirants who contested party's primaries. A brother to President Buhari's wife, Alhaji Mahmood Halilu, is one of the aspirants that failed to secure the party's governorship tickets. Governor Ibikun Amosun of Ogun State also lost the opportunity to have his choice candidate returned as the party flag bearer. Former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mallam Nuhu Ribadu, a senator representing Rivers East in the upper legislative chamber and the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Usani Uguru Usani, may have emerged as some of the biggest losers in the nomination process for the governorship ticket of the All Progressives Congress, APC. The Nation reports that the outcome of the appeals committee, which considered complaints from the aspirants for the various offices, did not favor them, as their appeals were rejected by the panel while upholding the results of the primaries in the various states. And gathered that those who also lost out in the governorship race in accordance with the committee report include brother to the wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, Alhaji Mahmood Halilu, popularly known as Modi, the president of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, UK, Balababoy Kaigama, and the Ogun State Governor, Ibikun Amosun, who lost the opportunity to have his choice candidate returned as the party flag bearer. It was gathered that there was palpable tension within and around the national headquarters of the party as aspirants for the Senate and House of Representatives battled to have knowledge of the outcome of the screening and probably the list of candidates sent to INEC by the party. The party's director of organization, Alhaji Abubakar Kari, who led some officials of the party in a branded APC bus to submit the list to INEC, was seen at about 200 p.m. cuddling the list of candidates, which has been kept secret. It was, however, gathered that many members of the party across the country who were not sure of whether the decision of the appeal panel were in their favor have been making frantic calls to the Secretariat to know their fate. It was learnt that several of the petitions submitted to the appeals panel were either not entertained or dismissed for lacking in substance, and this has not gone down well with many of those whose petitions were not entertained. The two petitions against the governorship primaries in Rivers by Senator Magnus Abe and Chief Dumolulu Briggs were not upheld, while the only petition from Delta written by Professor Pat Utomi was dismissed and tagged overtaken by event. From Borno, there were 4 petitions against the conduct of the governorship primary, with the committee recommending that a consensus option explored to be driven by the national chairman in consultation with the president. It was also gathered that majority of the petitions against the conduct of the Senate and House of Representatives primaries were not upheld for various reasons, ranging from lack of merit, lack of proof to lack of time for fresh primaries, while no reasons were adduced for not upholding some others. Similarly, some petitions were upheld and some of the petitioners declared as candidates of the party either because they actually won the primaries and were substituted or for other reasons ranging from lack of clearance and others that were not adduced by the committee. For example, the Athena's Ijisokon, who runs the Buhari Friends organization network, who was excluded from the primary for Itam/Oba-Akara federal constituency, was upheld and declared candidate of the party by the committee for reason that he has a strong pedigree and has been a strong supporter of the president and the party. A summary of the report indicates that all petitions against the Senate and House of Representatives primaries were rejected by the panel, the same position with Bayelsa, Rivers and Cross River State. In Delta, 8 petitions were upheld for winning the primaries and having their names substituted, while 7 were rejected, while the 3 petitions against the conduct of the governorship primary in Akwa Ibom State was rejected alongside 8 House of Representatives seat, while 5 were upheld. From Kaduna, 6 petitions were treated for the senatorial primaries with 5 of them rejected while 1, Usani, was upheld, while 9 of the 10 petitions received for the House of Representatives were rejected. 2 petitions each were received against the governorship primaries in Sokoto and Jigawa and rejected, while 3 House of Representatives and 3 senatorial petitions were rejected from the 2 states. Petitions from Kebbi and Katsina states were also rejected, while the 2 against the conduct of the governorship primary were referred to the National Working Committee for decision, while the petitions from Kano were either upheld or referred to the party National Secretariat for action.